So at the time we were doing 25,000 backpacks. We would have runs that came in and I would send 3 or 4 people within our transfer shop to print the transfers on the bags, knowing that we weren't getting maybe more than 12 or 1,500 products a day. So then one night I had this crazy vision, boom, the Stampinator. At the time it wasn't the Stampinator. It was just an idea that I had that we put to the test. And next thing you know, we're running 5,000 transfers a day at 3.5 seconds per bag, which was pretty impressive. So from there, I knew I had something and I had to move forward into creating something to bring to life from one screen printer to another so that we could make life easier because we work so hard within this industry. I'm Jeff, the inventor, creator of the Stampinator. I got started in the garment decorating industry when I was around 19. I was big into mountain biking, something that I still love to do today. Back in the day, we didn't have all this spandex and really cool gear. So we went to Goodwill and we were making stencils, and we basically were spray painting stencils right onto the garment. And next thing you know, we're at mountain bike venues selling $600–800 worth of product. And then I decided that college wasn't for me. I am going directly into the screen print industry and found an opportunity with a company that we were doing a lot of work for Steve Busciotti at the time, and who now owns the Ravens. It was great because I learned all the basics to get to where I'm at today within this company. I went and I purchased a manual press. I built my own exposure unit, started printing within 2 weeks. And then slant engineering and slant merch were created. I was young, I was grinding, and I wanted to be that big screen print shop running like 4 or 5 automatics. I had a vision for certain things that we were doing within the company, and which led me into the transfer process of doing 25,000 backpacks for Under Armour. And next thing you know, we're running 5,000 transfers a day at 3.5 seconds per bag, which was pretty impressive. We were doing a lot of team names and numbers, and when you're looking at a reversible order that would come in from a customer that was anywhere from 200 to 400 pieces times 4, because you're doing all 4 sides, it was a no-brainer to us within our shop. Print the name, put the number on at the same time. We're touching the garment once instead of twice or 3 times. One day my daughter came home from school and she's like, "Dad, I want to watch Terminator." All these kids in school, all the boys were talking about Terminator. Well, we sat down, 20 minutes into it, Stampinator was born, right? That was the name of the product, and it made sense because we were stamping transfers. And at the numbers of what we were doing, it was super impressive. I had a product that I believed in, and I knew it was gonna help people. And today, from where we are with where I came from the beginning stages of Stampinator to today, it has made a difference in every screen printer that I've touched in some way or another by selling them the product and helping them. And I've made really good friendships over the years throughout my journey of selling and proving that Stampinator is a product for every screen printer. Because I'm a screen printer giving it to another screen printer, right? I want to help you succeed. I'm succeeding with it. And if it's gonna have a tool in your shop that's gonna make life easier, then use it. When it comes to producing a screen printed product, there's so many variables that factor in. A screen could break, the image wasn't burned correctly. The artist, it happens, spelled one of the words wrong, right? You don't catch it until you set up and you print that sample. Well, when I think of certain things of like, why do we work so hard? And we know we want to produce a really good quality product for every customer that's out there. But I think in today's world and where we are, the media has changed. The media of transfers and production, direct to garment, as well as your screen printing. The consumer doesn't know the difference, right? They just want a great price and a great quality print. So I try to use the Stampinator. I try to utilize the Stampinator in every way I can in my shop for time management, because you have to think How can I be more efficient? If I can print $5 bills in my shop, I'm happy. If I'm printing $3 bills, okay, I'm happy with that as well. But if I'm doing anything less, why am I wasting my time, right? Because you have to think of all the overhead, our cost, where we are today after the pandemic, the inflation. You have to be smarter and reinvent yourself within the world that we live in today. And I'm not telling everyone in the screen print business to go out and fire employees. Utilize them in ways that you haven't, right? Think of how you can be more efficient. And one of the things about the Stampinator, what I love is we'll print a job and we get on average anywhere from 600 to 1,200 pieces a week. We have to print both sleeves. We actually print and stamp cure right here on press, the sleeves. We print, load, and stack, and then we go right into production where we print the left chest, we cure on the press, and our last run, because we like to fold every product that goes out of here, we don't have to do it, but we do that to give the customer that wow factor. It's time saving because the key within any shop is you want to touch the garment as few times as possible. The more that we can do that, the more productive and the more profitable we're going to be, or you can be within your shop. When it comes to trying to get the product out, transfers have been the answer. Everybody's talking about DTF transfers. All of a sudden it's all over the internet. DTF, DTF, DTF. It's all over Facebook. It's all over Instagram. It was a new outlet for everyone, something that they could do that was affordable and quick. And when I say affordable, they could bring in that machine, right? Put it in their shop, print their own DTF transfers. So for me, when I looked at that and I looked at some of my buddies who actually made that purchase, the quality of the DTF transfer, it wasn't there. It wasn't at the level of perfection from what I give all of my customers. I take pride in what I do because I'm an artist. That's how I got into the business. And when somebody tells me, you can't print a design at 110%, okay? You can only give it 90%. Well, that's how I feel about transfers. If you want 110% transfer, where you get that vibrance and that color pop and that perfect peel every time, Supacolour is absolutely the company that I wanted to partner with. And I couldn't have asked for anything more. There's a handful of transfer companies out there that do a great job. But again, for me, it's the fact that they were screen printers, right? That's important to me because I'm a screen printer and I developed the Stampinator, and my whole conversation with everybody always is from one screen printer to another. And I let every customer know on what we're doing for them, and no one has ever come back to me saying, hey, this product is the worst product I've ever seen. They love it, and it's by far more superior than any other product on the market. They're all about speed, and that's what I love. We go to the trade shows, and you look at Supacolour, they got these race car transfers over there. But what's so awesome about Supacolour and their booth, and the same as my booth, we're packed and crowded, and we're moving super fast. We're getting people in and getting people out because we don't need to talk to the people. They just see the product. Seeing is believing, and then they're sold. That's the brand I think that we're building, is based on speed and performance and quality. That's what it comes down to between Stampinator and Supacolour, and that's why I love partnering and working with them. I think we stand for the same thing. So let's talk about Long Beach 2023. So we had Ryan Moore from Rock and Hamish from Supacolour, and they had this crazy idea of doing the Super Stamp Grand Prix. Get $5,000 in Supacolour transfer money and a Stampinator. We were gonna give away a Stampinator for the team, which ended up just being one person who could run transfers the fastest. And it was pretty impressive because we had like 4 or 5 people who showed up for this. They signed up. We had one girl who never even loaded a shirt onto a press that did extremely well. And it just got to this point where the first round, everybody came in, They're all nervous, they're sweating, and really got into it. And we thought they were gonna put some low numbers, and all of a sudden their transfer numbers are 360, 380 an hour. It was impressive. So then we had one contestant went up against another contestant for the final. The winner was Sam. Sam came in almost 600 pieces an hour. He was loading and unloading and putting a transfer on at the same time. It was impressive, it was awesome. But at that point, I think that's when people realized that Stampinator and Supacolour were like a really good fit. Because one of the biggest questions that I kept getting throughout this competition, I'm over there controlling the speed of the head so we can speed it up or slow it down for Sam or for the other contestants. The question I always got was, how come the transfer is not blowing off? Well, because Supacolour recognized that they had to give the Stampinator the performance and speed. And I'll tell you what, they didn't even have to give it to me. They already had it. It was the powder on the back of the transfer that just stuck to the fibers, and it was amazing. It gave us the speed and the quality that we were looking for. And it was probably one of the most exciting things that we've ever done at a trade show with a giveaway with both companies partnering up.